Welcome to Pemberley Farm. Well, today is prep day for Thanksgiving Day, which is tomorrow. And we don't cook everything for Thanksgiving the day before. I'm real persnickety about that. But today we're going to be cooking the desserts. We're going to prep one of the casseroles that we're going to have, a squash casserole. We'll tell you about that a little bit later. But as far as what else we cook for Thanksgiving, the turkey and the dressing and the ham and things like that, we wait for that day to do it because I like it all to be fresh. But the desserts are pretty good done a day ahead of time. So first thing on our agenda is going to be banana pudding. And you can see we are staged here for several different things. The chicken broth is in case there's not enough broth in the turkey, but there ought to be enough broth because it's a 20-pound turkey, because we feed a lot of people. And so, but that's just in case. So we're all staged here as we go with what we're ready to cook. So like I said, first on the agenda is the banana pudding. And the first thing we're going to do is just line the bottom of this pan. And we're going to do a double recipe because I don't usually do banana pudding. I don't usually do banana pudding for Christmas and Thanksgiving. But my granddaughter-in-law, I made it several years ago. And she had never had it the way I do it. It's really rich. As a matter of fact, in my recipe book here, I called it Granny's Rich Banana Pudding because it doesn't have just milk in it. It has Eagle brand milk and it has cream cheese. So it makes it a very rich banana pudding. And she had never had one like that before and she absolutely loved it. So Whitney, this is for you. So I decided to do that. But anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm just putting the... Oh, Mama, she wants one. Can she have one? Okay. Oh, I wasn't thinking because Miss Abby never saw food she didn't like. So, us dealing with food, we may have to share quite a bit with her today. Especially, and she doesn't get many sweets, so she may be a little too hyper for us by the end of the day. So that's what we're doing. Thank you for coming along for the ride with us today. You notice I have on my Thanksgiving prep shirt. So, always, I posted this on our Pemberley Farm Facebook page today. And all of the hustle and bustle of the holidays, don't forget what's really important. First of all, your relationship with God. And second, your relationship with your family. Always remember that, not just on Thanksgiving, but every day. So now let's get busy. All right, we about didn't have a big enough bowl since we doubled the recipe. I wasn't thinking when I pulled out the bowl. So we've got it all mixed together. We've got our bananas and our vanilla wafers in the bottom. Boy, that's heavy. I about can't even lift it.
The batter is vanilla pudding, cream cheese, Cool Whip, Eagle brand milk, and just regular milk. Holy moly.
I think we needed a bigger pan too. You can tell I don't usually double this recipe. I underestimated the size. Okay, so here we are. And so now what we're going to do is top it. I don't always top mine with Cool Whip, but I am this time. Probably should have let the pudding set up a little while before I put this topping on it. However, we're in a hurry to try to get all completed as we can so that I don't have to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to do what's got to be done tomorrow. So as much as we can get done today, it's a good thing. I know all you moms out there that do the cooking, or most of it anyway, understand that you don't want to have to be up at 2 in the morning if you don't have to. So But Ashley's a big help, and my daughter-in-law, Kelly Jr.'s wife, Kathy, she's going to bring some stuff. And so that's good. I don't have to do it all by myself, so that's a good thing. All right, now, the last thing I do, oh, I almost put my finger in my mouth, didn't I? The last thing I'm going to do is crumble, because just think about it. All of the cookies are on the bottom. And so I like some cookies on the top too. So I crumble the cookies. And if there's bigger pieces on there, that's fine. A lot of times I will do it a little bit, like I don't want to do it on video because it's so noisy. But I'll take a mallet, a rubber mallet, and beat the bag to help get the cookies crumbled up better.
Okay.
But hey, who doesn't like vanilla wafers, you know? Whether they're crumbled real fine or they're in chunks. I can tell you, my crew doesn't care as long as it tastes okay. Alright, so we're finished now, with the exception of crumbling a few more cookies, with our banana pudding. Going to take a small break and go on to the next thing. Okay, so next up, now that we finished with the banana pudding, is pumpkin crisp. And Ashley is actually going to put this together for us, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of information about the beginnings of why our family bakes pumpkin crisp every Thanksgiving and every Christmas. We love it. And years ago, there was this wonderful little cross-stitch shop in the mountains of North Georgia called the Dogwood Patch. It doesn't exist anymore, which makes me very sad. And they would have camp, and you would go there and spend the whole weekend, day and night, at the cross-stitch at their home, and they had their shop was adjacent to their home. And it was just an amazing place to go and to unwind. And we would sit in our pajamas all day and all night and cross-stitch and talk and eat chocolate. And one of the owners, her name was Joanne, or is Joanne, and she was the cook. And she's an excellent cook. And so we would cross-stitch. She would fix our meals, then we would go eat. And after we ate our, whether it was lunch or supper, then after that she would bring us into their stitching room our desserts. And pumpkin crisp is one of the things that she brought us, and it is an amazing dish. We absolutely love it, and ever since I had it there, and this was her card, she made it. I asked her would she please share the recipe, and she wrote it out for me. And so every year since then we make it at Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it has become such a part of our family that I think we may have a mutiny if we didn't do it. So Ashley's going to put it together for you while I go finish chopping the pecans.
Alright, I'm normally the one that makes the pumpkin crisp. I think Mom made it the very first few times we did it, so because I'm the one that usually makes it, I'm the one making it for y'all today. And if you haven't figured out, I don't know how much y'all can see, we're having a pajama day, and I'm loving it. Cooking all day and in our pajamas, it's great. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna mix the pumpkin and the milk. Is very rich in some ways. There's some things that I'll put in it that kind of cut the Eagle brand milk, but you think Eagle brand milk, oh man, this is going to be rich. It's not too bad. We beat 3 eggs. And half a cup of sugar. And spices. Alright. Mom's not a huge fan of cinnamon, so sometimes I don't do quite as much as it calls for. I, on the other hand, love cinnamon, so we kind of fight over it. don't know if y'all can hear, but Abby's in the background fussing. Just mix it all together. And we're going to put it in a pan. Alright, I had to finish getting that mixed together good, and I wanted to clean my area up some because I was feeling a little claustrophobic with the mess. Anyway, so I have fully mixed the pumpkin, condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk, eggs, sugar, cinnamon, and nutmeg. So I'm going to pour it in a 9x13 pan. Get all that goodness out of there. And then, turn my recipe back around. We're going to sprinkle dry yellow cake mix. Super moist yellow cake mix. Just sprinkle the dry cake mix over top. So it's going to be like a, not necessarily pudding, but I guess you could say a puddingy bottom and a cakey top. Really good. Just sprinkle the cake mix evenly all over it. And we're going to take the nuts, sprinkle them over the cake mix. And then we have 2 sticks, hot, of melted butter. Ooh, might be 2 sticks of melted butter, and you just pour that over that. And it's going to bake for 1 hour at 350. Now we're going to go on to the next thing, and we'll show you this after it's done.
Okay, we're back with our next item, which is banana bread muffins. Okay, Ashley is going to put down below and up top, wherever, a link to how to make our banana bread. And so didn't show you that today. But instead of making banana bread in a loaf pan, which is what normally I do, this time I'm going to put it in these pretty little fall cups. So that's what we're doing. And I figured that the little kids will like that tomorrow. And I had bananas that needed to be used that were older than the bananas, not like the banana pudding bananas. They were pretty old. So I needed to use them up, and banana bread's a great way to do that. So the only thing is you will change how long you cook them and the temperature, because my banana bread recipe cooks for like, I don't know, an hour at 325 or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. And so for this though, you're going to just cook it for like 15 minutes or so at 425, just till they're done. I know that's no help, is it? I used to fuss when somebody would tell me that. But anyway, that's what we're doing. It's going to be banana muffins made from our banana bread recipe. Just go watch that video and it'll tell you exactly how to do it. Well, we have finished with the banana pudding. We finished with our banana muffins, and we finished with our pumpkin crisp. So, and I know that I think I mentioned anyway that we were going to also do squash casserole for this video, but the video is going to be too long if we show you the squash casserole. That'll be another day. But I tell you where to go to find the recipe, and that is Deep South Homestead or Crazy Days. I can't remember which it's on, but it's Wanda's recipe. And if you have her cookbook, it's in her cookbook, the squash casserole recipe. It's really good. But we won't put it in this video today. It would make the video too long. But I'd like to thank you all for watching us and for watching these months that we've been trying to do this YouTube experiment. And we thank you very much for joining along with our journey. There's a lot more to come in this coming year. More videos, because there's going to be a whole lot more going on in this coming year on our farm. And I just want to remind you that be thankful every day, not just on Thanksgiving Day, because God has truly been good to us all, no matter our circumstances. So I just want to remind you of that, and I want to thank you again for watching us here at Pemberley Farm. And check us out on Facebook. We're Pemberley Farm on Facebook. We post things over there that we don't put on YouTube. And be sure to like and subscribe and share if you haven't subscribed. And I just have a blessed Thanksgiving and a blessed day.